Hey everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be reviewing Flamekeeper on the Nintendo Switch. Now this game is an isometric action roguelite that released on March 17th of 2023. It also sells currently for $11.99 on the Nintendo Switch eShop. The game is published by Untold Tales and it has a download size of 1.7 gigabytes. Now will this game's flame shine bright enough to be worth a pickup? Well, that's what we're going to figure out in today's review. Now, just before we jump in, remember that if you are liking the video, hit that like button. You are playing as Ignis, a very special coal that has the power to restore the world of Orbis and is known as the Flamekeeper. It is up to you to restore the Eternal Flame by charging up the fire camps and chase away the creatures that dwell in the darkness. Now, storyline-wise, the game does not go too deep and focuses more on the gameplay and action. But you do get some nicely animated cutscenes at the beginning of the game and when you complete a biome. You also have some slight interactions with the villagers as you build up your town, but once again, it is slightly shallow and more done from a functional approach. Overall, storyline-wise, the world is nicely presented, but just don't expect Hades level of storytelling or interactions. So the basic gameplay here is that of an isometric action game. Your main goal in most levels is to light the fire camp by collecting 3 different lanterns and then charging the camp. To do so, you are equipped with a straightforward yet well-rounded combat kit, of which some parts will need to be unlocked through progression. Regular movement and light attacks can be executed as much as needed. However, all other abilities come at the cost of stamina, which is represented by self-refilling flames right below your health bar. Those other abilities are jumping, dashing, heavy attacks, and a ground pound attack. Although simple to execute, success comes through balancing them with your available stamina. Enemies will also occasionally drop scrolls, which equip you with a powerful secondary ability. These vary greatly in effects, some giving you a circle of damage around you, other boosting your attacks, and they all each have their own cooldowns. Now there are also secondary objectives in each level to reward exploration in the form of chests and also an altar that can be opened with a power stone. And these award you special collectibles which can be used to upgrade and unlock abilities and also the structures in the village. Now the most unique and fun part of the gameplay is that many actions like unlocking chests, lanterns, and charging the fire camp are done in exchange for your health bar. Meaning, you're constantly in these risk and reward scenarios, deciding if it's worth trading health for collectibles. All the while, trying to gather as much fire as you can from enemy drops, random boxes, and by dashing into trees to recharge your health bar. Not only that, but to assist you, there are also these cute little villagers that will gather up missing fire and place them in chests in front of their huts. It's nice to have these NPCs actually serve a purpose rather than just be decorations. Now, so far in the game, every third level, the gameplay shifts to more of a tower defense style, where you must defend the village cauldron from incoming waves of enemies. Here, your health can be sacrificed in exchange of defensive constructions such as spikes and towers to damage enemies or slime to slow them down. The second type of gameplay was refreshing and an unexpected nice change of pace that really works with the same type of risk and reward overall gameplay. Now for the moment, the game is split into 2 different biomes, with 3 sections each consisting of 3 and 4 levels apiece, with the last section's 4th level actually consisting of a boss fight. Now where the roguelike aspect of the gameplay kicks in is that these levels are randomly generated, and death within any of these levels will force you to start over from the beginning of the section. However, upon death or when completing a section, you will always have the option to return to the village, where you can spend your collectibles on persistent upgrades to help you on your future runs. Also, a nice introduction in the second biome were some platforming sections within the regular levels, which once again shifted up the gameplay and offered a nice fresh experience. Now the good news is that all the gameplay is smooth and fun and executed very well, with maybe only one small exception that I found, where the jumping while carrying a lantern through the platforming sections could feel a little wonky, and it did cause me a few bits of frustration. But other than that, it is very fun and addicting to play, with a fairly casual difficulty level for a genre that is normally known for difficult and grueling gameplay. However, now we come to the hiccup. Currently, Out of the 4 planned biomes for the game, only 2 are playable, with the last 2 to come in the form of completely free updates from the developer. Now, it took me about 4 to 5 hours to complete the first 2 biomes, and just when that addiction and drive to play was really kicking in, you get a sort of coming soon sign. Now, as I said, at least the updates are free, but it does currently make you feel like you're playing a game that is half finished. And my worry is that depending on how long it takes for them to release the next sections, I might lose that drive to play and come back to this game. From a reviewer perspective, it also does make my job kind of tough, because it makes me feel like there might be some more nice surprises to come, like the addition of the platforming sections that we saw in the second biome. But unfortunately, I can't review a game based on a hope, rather only what I've played so far. Now, the game uses simple yet very clean looking 3D graphics with environments surrounded by darkness, really selling the idea that you are bringing light back to this world. There are also some really nice lighting and shadow effects used to enhance the experience. Furthermore, the brightness or light you give off is affected by how much health you have, which was a really nice touch to the visuals. I'm also glad to report that performance-wise, the game runs very smoothly, with no apparent frame rate dips. Sound-wise, however, the music is mostly atmospheric. Serving as background noise, it's not bad, just unremarkable. The sound effects drown it out easily in the midst of the action as well. This is really a functional sound package that serves its purpose, just nothing more. Overall, on the graphics and sound side, you get a visually pleasing experience with good performance and a serviceable sound package, which is a solid offering for $12. Now it's time for the verdict. And if this is one of the first reviews of mine that you're watching, you can check out my full review scale in the description of the video down below. Now in the case of Flamekeeper on the Nintendo Switch, I'm going to be giving the game a 7. Putting it at the low end of a good game. Now this game was another really hard one to score, and while I was actually playing it, it was trending towards a higher score, somewhere around an 8. However, the fact that you hit that coming soon sign after the second biome really diminished the experience, and it just really broke the momentum that the game had been developing over the first 4 to 5 hours of gameplay. But one thing that I definitely don't want to diminish is that the foundations in the game for the first half are really well done, which is why the game nonetheless wound up with a 7. Someone paying $12 for this currently, I think overall won't regret their experience. They'll just be highly anticipating the future of the game. And there's a strong possibility that I will revisit this game once the second half releases. Now, I want to hear from all of you. Are you going to be picking up Flamekeeper on the Nintendo Switch? Let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget, on the way out, if you did like the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and click on that notification bell so you know when all my future content comes out. And as usual, I hope I'll see you in my next video.